Today on the Dig podcast, I would like to welcome Cara Jackson. So Cara is the social and content lead at Digital24 and she's an expert on TikTok. So TikTok scares the hell out of me. I know a lot of other business owners feel the same. I feel overwhelmed at the thought of having to embrace another platform, but I absolutely will if I feel that I'm going to gain new leads and new sales. So that's why Cara is here today. So I've never taken part in any TikTok training, so I'm all in on today's presentation from Cara. It's a little bit different than the normal podcast guest, as Cara is going to be presenting directly to you, the listener and audience.
Thank you so much to Caroline for having me at today's podcast. It's an absolute honour. So my name is Cara, like I said. I am social media and content lead at Digital24. And for any of you that are familiar with Digital24, we are a digital marketing agency based in Belfast. And we specialise in a lot of online advertising, organic social, SEO and email marketing. So I'm really thrilled to be here today to chat about all things TikTok. So on to the slide. There we go. So today we'll be discussing TikTok, the fastest growing social media platform in the world, and what that means for businesses and content creators. So I have a question for you all before we get started, and hands up if you are on TikTok, whether it's personal use, whether it's business use. Perfect. So quite a lot of people are embracing it, so that's fantastic. So what is TikTok? For any of you that aren't familiar with TikTok as a platform, basically the way I talk about TikTok is think about Instagram. So Instagram is a very aesthetically pleasing platform, a lot of beautifully created content, beautiful grid, Instagram stories, the whole works. Basically, TikTok's the absolute opposite. You've got funny filters of eyes on planes with Ryanair. You have the likes of your mummies that lock themselves in bathrooms, like Mummy Banter. It does an absolutely fantastic job on TikTok. So for any of you that aren't familiar again, so it was launched back in 2016, formerly known as Musical.ly. So Musical.ly is essentially a platform where you can lip sync to trending pieces of audio, but also trending songs. And it was rebranded and it's now called TikTok. And due to the pandemic, it's become one of the fastest growing social media platforms in the world. And I believe that every business should be on it. So TikTok is currently in over 150 countries worldwide. And it allows you to create short form video content that is 9:16 format. So for anyone wondering what 9:16 video format is, it's essentially your Instagram stories and your Instagram reels. So that portrait video content is what works on TikTok. So the recommended video length on TikTok is around 15 to 30 seconds due to the short attention spans. So something we'll chat about today is how the short form video content is really dominating on social media. So on to the next slide. So why TikTok? So I've got a couple of wee bullet points that I'll chat about today. So video consumption is rising. So something I always talk about in Digital24 is the power of video content for your business. And platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, they're all embracing video content. But the beauty of TikTok is the fact that it's a video-only platform. And I personally love it because it's scrollable, it's addictive, it's really fun, but it's relevant content to what you're interested in. So that takes us on to our second point. It's relatable and authentic content. So I always find that there's a niche for everyone on TikTok. Just like Nate talked about earlier, I always find that, let's say you're interested in painting, for example. You'll get a lot of people that are artists on the platform talking about their art, the creative process. But then you've got also the likes of farmers that are doing an unreal job on TikTok right now, especially in Northern Ireland. And it's crazy to see that every kind of industry is on TikTok. And I'll chat a little bit about businesses that are even in professional services that you may have an interest in taking a wee look at later on. TikTok is also great for driving brand awareness. Back maybe 2020, it was essentially a platform for brand awareness, but also reach. Like I said, TikTok is probably the only social media platform where you can upload one photo or one video to the platform, not have much of a following, but get 1 million views. So it's absolutely incredible for reach and brand awareness. But more recently here in 2022, we are finding that TikTok Shop is a brand new feature. So it'll be interesting to see the amount of e-commerce businesses come onto TikTok and see how TikTok can help with sales and driving traffic to their website. So TikTok as well, like Nate said, I'm going to relate back to Board of Lunch because he's doing such an unreal job. But we find that TikTok is great for trying something different. So there's fun trends, and that's why I always talk about don't take yourself too seriously on the platform. Yes, you may be a professional business, but the likes of physiotherapists, like Nate said, you've also got lawyers on the platform that are doing such an incredible job educating their audience, but in a fun way. And we'll talk a little bit about how you can do that later on. Discoverability is also an amazing thing on TikTok. So we will chat a little bit about the For You page and what that means for you as a business owner. But essentially, discoverability is that your video can be seen from all across the world with people that are interested in your industry or your business. And there's the opportunity to go viral despite following, like I said. And I always use the example of I actually set up a TikTok account there about 6 weeks ago, I would say, all around food. I'm coming for you, Board of Lunch. And I found that my first video alone got over 35,000 views. And as a result, I kept posting and kept posting. Within 6 weeks, I've got over 3,000 followers. So it just goes to show that the growth on the platform is absolutely insane. So we'll go on to our next slide. So who is on TikTok? So there's a couple of wee stats here I'm going to read out so you kind of understand the importance of TikTok. So TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users worldwide, which is crazy considering Instagram would have been seen as the most popular platform, but TikTok's slowly creeping up to become one of the biggest platforms. TikTok is downloaded over 1 million times a month in the UK, which just goes to show that there is an audience here in the UK and Ireland for people that are on TikTok, so businesses should be on it. 1 in 4 top performing TikTok videos are between 21 to 34 seconds long. So I always use the example that TikTok, I think the CEO recently came out with this, but the sweet spot for TikTok videos is around 15 to 30 seconds. Reason being because TikTok is that short form video content that's scrollable. Now people are probably thinking, but you can upload longer videos than that. So TikTok recently came out with an update where you can upload videos that are 3 minutes long and more recently 10 minutes long. But like I said, sweet spot, if you can keep your videos around that 15 to 30 second mark, that's what would be good. And then the common question I get is, but it's always for the younger demographic. That's actually not the case nowadays. I think due to the likes of the pandemic, like I said previously, we are finding a lot more people are starting to move to the platform. And I actually heard, it was a podcast there a couple of weeks ago where there was a digital marketer talking about how the younger demographic always start out in the first social media platforms. The younger demographic started on Facebook and then the older kind of followed suit. Again with Instagram, and I find it will be the same with TikTok. So 26% of the users in the UK are aged 18 to 24. I thought it would have been higher myself, but it just goes to show that more of the older demographic is starting to move to the platform. I'll always give the example as well. I actually had a client of mine come up to me going, look, we're in the parenting industry, should we be on TikTok? And I was thinking, oh, it's maybe for like 16 to 21-year-olds. We wouldn't think so. We had a video, it was actually a user-generated piece that got over 58 million views of the baby on the product. So I was thinking, right, there's an opportunity here. So we decided to go on TikTok, and after our first maybe 5 or 6 videos, one of our videos got over 300,000 views. So it just goes to show the reach and the brand awareness that it can do for your business and for your product or service. Next is the average daily time spent in the app is 41 minutes. Now, could you think about it? Like every single day, people are spending 41 minutes watching content. Considering the fact that I said here the top performing video is 21 to 34 seconds, just goes to show the amount of video content that people are consuming on TikTok. And then finally, just to kind of recap, 49% of users said TikTok has helped make purchase decisions. Often I get, TikTok doesn't actually have much power purchase. Like I said, we will chat about TikTok Shop later on throughout this talk, but I do find that TikTok is now starting to gradually move towards e-commerce businesses. So if you are selling online, it's definitely the platform to be on. So you may be thinking, I have enough social media platforms to manage, I don't have the time, how can I be creative, where do I find all these ideas? But isn't it just for Gen Z? No, that's actually not the case. So we'll chat about why TikTok is right for your business. Now, don't get me wrong, TikTok may be right for everyone, but you can see here the exposure is truly next level. I think you can believe that after what Nate said about his platform only being on the platform a year and his views reaching millions, or his videos reaching millions and millions of people. So again, it helps drive brand awareness, and it is a predominantly youthful demographic, yet the older groups are following suit. User-generated content, I'll go on to talk about this in a bit more detail. So recently, the likes of TikTok and Instagram talked about how repurposing influencer content that may be already up on the platform doesn't tend to perform that well on TikTok and Instagram. Hence why you need to create your own original content on the platform, and that's very, very key. So yes, you may have an influencer piece of content that you've got. Make sure that you maybe clip that down, maybe do a 15-second clip and then upload it to the platform. See if you repurpose the same video from the influencer that's already existing on the platform, it's not going to perform, okay? So that's really important to note. But user-generated content is definitely a great way to drive people to follow your platform, but also helps with brand awareness like I talked about previously. So, I'm going to use the example here of professional services. I'm aware there's a lot of people maybe in the room that are in HR, for example, finance. Is it right for you? So essentially, TikTok, again, it is for a lot of industries, but it is a matter of finding your niche. So you can see here, I think all of you have heard of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case at the minute. I was following it religiously on TikTok. We find there's a brilliant opportunity for lawyers and solicitors to be on the platform, educating their audience about what's happening throughout the case, what all these buzzwords meant for anyone that's maybe starting to become a lawyer or that's interested in the kind of industry. I'm also starting to find a lot of mortgage advisors on the platform. A lot of people talk about first-time buyers, how you can kind of go through your mortgage application. And again, it's people that are financial advisors and people talk about stocks and shares. There's some fantastic video content of people in that kind of professional industry. Like Nate said there earlier, you know, he's not really in the kind of nutritionist field, but we're finding with a lot of those day in the life video content, but also the likes of what I eat in a day. Those videos are doing so well, but nutritionists are now capitalising on that, duetting with the video and getting all their information out there and helping with their own brand awareness. So it's definitely, there is room here for you guys to be on TikTok if you are worried, but you just need to think about, what do my audience want to see? What kind of content do I want to see? Do I want to do something a bit different that I do on Instagram and Facebook? Do I want to mix it up a little bit? And that's exactly what you want to be doing. So, how can I use TikTok for my business? So we'll get into the exciting things now. So first of all, we have the For You page. So the For You page, often known as the FYP, is essentially like your Instagram newsfeed, your Facebook newsfeed, where you scroll to find loads of content. So every For You page is different. It's all down to your own personal algorithm. Just like Instagram Explore page, you're going to get content that's relevant to yourself. For example, my For You page is based around travel, we'll have food, and I'll have the occasional dog video also. So again, I could talk about my friend who's TikTok. Again, he would be travel, video, or he'd be really interested in video production. That's the kind of content that he would get into For You page. And the one thing I say about business owners setting up a TikTok page is to form your algorithm yourself. So engage with content that you think that your key customer group is starting to engage with. So for example, if I'm a parenting brand, if I'm into baby products, I'm going to be liking a lot of parenting memes, parenting content to form my algorithm. So that means I'm kind of interested in that content. And that means that I'm going to find a lot of trending pieces of audio within that industry that I should be using for my video content. You know, you may find with the likes of travel TikTok, for example, there's a lot of trending pieces of audio that a lot of travel brands are using. And then that means if everyone's interested in travel, they'll see that same content. The important thing that you know about For You pages is you've all probably heard of a lot of the Doja Cat music, maybe during lockdown. You probably heard it on the radio an awful lot. People that are consuming that content by Doja Cat on the For You page, if they're engaging that content and liking it, TikTok is going to serve more and more video content with the Doja Cat audio. So that's what I'm saying about forming your algorithm with people that are interested in parenting, for example. See what the big parenting brands are using in terms of audio, and then use that for your own videos and see how that performs. Next is taking part in trends and challenges. Easier said than done, I completely understand. But I always find that the TikTok community is absolutely excellent at creating its own unique challenges for businesses. So how do I actually find challenges and trends for my business? First of all, it is a matter of maybe just taking some time out each day, maybe 10, 15 minutes every couple of days to look through your For You page. Your For You page is where you're going to find all the relevant trends and challenges and what's going on right now in the TikTok space. You can also use the search icon within TikTok to find trending pieces of audio, but also see what's actually trending in the TikTok environment all around your own interests. So for example, my search page is all about like things to do in Budapest because I'm interested in travel, but also like funny animal videos because I'm interested in animals and dogs. So trends and challenges are very, very important on the TikTok platform. But the one thing I would say about trends and challenges is hop on them fast, okay? Reason being is if you hop on a trend and challenge that was maybe done a month down the line, it's not going to get the same engagement if you maybe hopped on that challenge the week it was created, okay? So it is important to note that, but you can browse a range of trends and challenges on search page if you are struggling. Duet and react to trending videos. I don't know if any of you guys have probably seen videos like this. I always use the example of KB Lane. He's actually a boy based in France. I don't know if you've ever watched the Instagram videos of the 5-minute tutorials where they literally like drag out how to do something like a hack and ends up being really, really stupid. He will react to all those funny videos, and as a result, he now has over 140 million followers on the platform. So if you take a look at his profile in general, all of his videos are react videos because KB's decided his niche is reacting and duetting to videos. So that's the only content you will see on the platform. So it is important when you're on TikTok for your business, let's say you're a physiotherapist, you're going to create content that's educational for your audience. And if that's the content they're engaging with, well then that's the content you need to be producing, okay? So duets and reacts are a great way to kind of create video content. And again, you don't have to be too creative because the video is already there for you to react to. This is great for the likes of nutritionists, those in food education, because a lot of them are reacting to what I eat in a day video. And then they're able to educate their audience on what they should be eating day, morning, afternoon, whatever it might be, and what kind of foods are key for their health, for example. So, sounds, hashtags, and captions. Now, this is kind of the main area of TikTok I get an awful lot of questions on. Audio is obviously very, very powerful on the TikTok platform. And there's a number of ways that you can find all the trending pieces of audio, whether it's through actually creating a video itself within the TikTok platform and selecting a piece of audio. From there, you'll see an album such as TikTok Viral, and you'll also see an album in UK Top 50. They're great way to albums to be able to find trending pieces of audio. But you can also use apps such as Trend Talk and Talkboard in order to find trending hashtags and trending pieces of music according to your industry. The beauty of these two apps is you can actually find trending pieces of audio according to your industry. So let's say you're in beauty, for example, you can find all of the trending audio pieces in the beauty industry on TikTok, which is very, very interesting.
It means so much to me to have a partner for the podcast which has the same values and mission as me, and that's definitely the case for our partner Evolve. I want you to listen to their mission and how they can help you grow as an entrepreneur.
Evolve is a community for female entrepreneurs and leaders across the island of Ireland that has been created and funded by Taras Enterprises, who believe passionately in business for good. Evolve's mission is to enable you to step into your power and realise your full potential by inspiring you, educating, connecting. And as part of the Evolve community, you will be part of the movement to lift women up and achieve true equality of opportunity. The Evolve Academy will provide a series of face-to-face masterclasses and mentoring. The Evolve Trailblazers and Founders series tell the stories of inspiring women who are paving the way. And the Evolve Library is your first stop online hub, providing a packed resource library to progress your entrepreneurial or leadership journey. Join our community today on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook or Twitter, and at evolvewomen.org. Applications are now open for the very first intake of the Evolve Academy. Take the opportunity today to realise your full potential. Evolve, empowering women to be women of power.
Hashtags is another thing I know that Nate talked about previously, but hashtags are crucial on the TikTok platform. Again, they tend to be very broad, not too niche on the TikTok platform. Again, if I was a foodie, I'm going to do hashtag food, hashtag foodie, I would then even put like hashtags that are specific to Northern Ireland. And that's always something I find really, really well. Hashtag Northern Ireland, hashtag NI food, hashtag Belfast food, because I'm reaching a relevant audience there. So that's very, very important if you are based in Northern Ireland and you don't offer your services anywhere else, to be using more niche hashtags to kind of reach that relevant audience. Okie doke. So you can find a range of hashtags again using Trend Talk and Talkboard, but there's also a fantastic website on Google. It's just hashtag generator. Type it into Google, and from there you'll find a range of niche, broad and relevant hashtags for your brand or for your industry. But don't underestimate the power of hashtags for your TikToks. Again, captions are very important too. So let's say you're wanting to drive traffic to your website. You're going to go, for more information about physiotherapy services, you can visit our Instagram or whatever it might be. Always try to provide some type of call to action in your captions, because at the end of the day, your video probably will be very funny, very entertaining, very lighthearted. You don't want to come across as too serious on the platform. So if you are wanting to educate your audience that little bit more, definitely be using your captions. Okay. Influencer marketing. I love talking about influencer marketing, and Laura did a fantastic job. But I find influencer marketing is very, very key on the TikTok platform. So I've included, I'm going to read out a list of influencers here in Northern Ireland that are doing a fantastic job. We have Sophie Greer is fantastic at creating Northern Irish skits. You can see here she's got over 8.2 million likes on her TikTok platform. We have India Sasha. She's all about disability rights on TikTok. She really took off during lockdown. Now she's working with some of the biggest brands in the world, traveling the world, and she's just a little Belfast girl that's just created videos to educate all around her one hand that she does have. But it's all about lighthearted humour, which is why she performs really, really well. And she's got over 22 million likes on her TikTok platform. Emma Kearney, I don't know if any of you have heard of Emma Kearney. I absolutely love Emma. She would be in the beauty industry, but also creating that lighthearted, funny content that everyone can engage with. And as a result, she has over 17 million likes on the platform. As you can see here, there's a little bit of a trend going on here with TikTok. The engagement is absolutely insane. So it is definitely a powerful platform. Again, we have Board of Lunch. We're all familiar with Board of Lunch. Over 2 million likes on the platform. Again, food kind of videos, educating his audience on what you can create using slow cooker and air fryer. And then finally, we have Shane Todd Comedy. Again, a comedian in Belfast that's doing an unreal job actually using podcasts and splitting his podcast into little short segments. They're about 30 to 60 seconds long, and they're going viral and getting an awful lot of reach and exposure. But it's also helping driving traffic to his YouTube and his Spotify for people to listen to the podcast the whole way through. So there's some incredible examples there of NI creators on influencer marketing, but I always use the example of, we did a small actual influencer drop for one of our brands. They're actually during COVID. And what we did is we just gifted 3 influencers some product, and we're like, look, create a video on TikTok and see how we get on. As a result, I think we got about 500 followers on the platform, completely gifted. And we didn't, because it was a gifted campaign, we couldn't actually ask them what actually the content to create. But as a result, we did drive some great brand awareness and drive traffic over to our TikTok account. Okay, so it definitely is a powerful tool for influencer marketing, just like Instagram. I find Instagram and TikTok fantastic for influencer marketing, but also helping drive brand awareness. And the reason why I talk about influencer marketing is because it's going to be really, really interesting over the next couple of months, how influencer marketing will actually drive sales for a lot of e-commerce brands, which is why I will talk about TikTok Shop in the next 2 slides. So, for any of you that are maybe thinking about starting out with TikTok and you're maybe wanting to drive brand awareness to your website or whatever it might be, TikTok also provides businesses with the opportunity to do TikTok ads, okay? So TikTok ads can be a number of things, from trending challenges, hashtag challenges, you've got using trends and audio, and I'll talk about these kind of challenges in a bit more detail. So first of all, we have Curry's PC World. I think we've all pretty much heard of Curry's and PC World before. They did a fantastic influencer marketing campaign, but it was actually a hashtag campaign called Tech Talk Tips. And what that campaign allowed people to do is it asked influencers across the UK and Ireland to create video content on TikTok showing some of their tech talk tips. They then put a lot of spend in their TikTok ad budget. And as a result, they drove a lot of brand awareness and got a lot of people starting to create their own videos. As an incentive, I think the winner won about £250,000 worth of goodies, which was really, really cool. But I find that brand takeovers like that was proved to be really, really successful for the brand, but also helped grow their following on the platform also. Hashtag challenges. This is a fantastic example of Makeup Revolution. Makeup Revolution is a makeup brand. They're basically stocked in Superdrug, Boots, the whole works. And they teamed up with Abby, who's actually a well-known UK influencer on the TikTok platform. And she was used in a lot of their ads. And she basically created a lot of organic content around the Creator Revolution. Really smart hashtag. It was just hashtag Creator Revolution. And basically what they were asking people to do was to create their favorite makeup looks using Makeup Revolution products. And as a result, we started to see a lot of user-generated content come through for Makeup Revolution, and the hashtag itself then became trending and everyone was starting to use it in their videos. So it was excellent for exposure for Makeup Revolution. It gave them user-generated content, and then they were able to, the winner of Makeup Revolution actually won a hefty kind of contract deal with Makeup Revolution where they got to create their own product range, which was really, really exciting. Using trends and audios. This is an example of Diabetes UK and how they took a lot of TikTok trends, such as the head bop. I think we've probably all seen that. I'm not going to do it to embarrass myself. But using trends and audios is a great way to advertise for your business. Reason being because it looks like organic content on the platform. Okay, and that's the beauty about TikTok ads, is because you can make your content really relevant, really organic and really authentic, but it will help drive brand awareness and ultimately traffic over to your website or onto your TikTok platform. And finally, but actually a smart new update on TikTok, is offering discount. If you're a business, especially in e-commerce, what you can do with TikTok ads is actually offer specific TikTok discount codes. So it'll take users straight to the website, they can get their 15% off, and they can shop along on the website as much as they please. One thing to note is if you are a business wanting to go on the TikTok platform, to make sure that you're on a TikTok Pro account, okay? So you can do that by just popping onto the settings of TikTok and just switching it to a TikTok Pro account. The reason why I say that for businesses is because you want to have access to analytics, to be able to tell you what videos are actually performing for my business, what kind of trending pieces of audio has been working for me, who exactly are my key demographic on TikTok. Is it females, males? Am I targeting people within Northern Ireland, or am I going wider afield? So making sure that we've got the TikTok Pro account is very important, but I also like switching that to then a creator account instead of business account. Reason being, I think we're all familiar with Instagram Reels and the trending pieces of audio. Sometimes if you're a business account, you don't have access to that. So I would always recommend, if you are a pro account, switching to creator. So it means you've got access to all the trending pieces of audio. Okay. Next slide is something I'm really, really excited to talk about, because the reason being is TikTok recently came out with a feature called TikTok Shop. For any of you that aren't familiar with TikTok Shop, it was probably launched about 3 or 4 months ago. And this is what I'm saying, in the next couple of months, I expect TikTok Shop to be an absolutely fantastic feature for businesses. Reason being is I've showed, there's a little screenshot here of a girl. She's an influencer based in the UK. And basically she does a lot of skincare and makeup tutorials on her TikTok page. But what you can do now as a TikTok creator, or as a business on TikTok, is you can actually link your products that you're talking about in your video. Similar to Instagram Reels, where you can tag your products, you can now do that in TikTok using TikTok Shop. So any products that you're featuring on your videos, users can quickly look at the product, look at the price, and you can actually purchase within the TikTok app. Doesn't take people off the platform, which is very, very smart in my opinion. You do find with the likes of advertising, maybe in the likes of Instagram and Facebook, it'll take people then off to your website. With TikTok, you stay within the platform. So very, very interesting, because obviously they're keeping the users on their platform. It is a very, very seamless experience. So when you go to purchase a product on TikTok, you basically click on the product, click purchase, type in your payment details and address, and everything is then built into the TikTok within the settings, where you can check all your orders, whether it's tracked, whether it's delivered, the whole works. So I've used an example here of India Sasha. India Sasha, again, the content creator I was chatting about previously. She has access to TikTok Shop herself, where she can start to link loads of products that she's actually really familiar with and really enjoys using. So anyone that's familiar with India, they can pop on the TikTok Shop, and she's actually going to get commission from any products that are bought directly from our site. This is what I'm saying about influencer marketing. It's going to be so interesting over the next couple of months to see influencers and how they can drive, sales for a lot of businesses that are on the TikTok platform. Okie doke. So tips for getting started then. So first of all, I always say determine your goals. Reason being is you need to think about, right, is my audience actually on TikTok? Do a wee bit of research, set up your account, see how your videos are gradually performing. Do a little bit of community management. And what I mean about community management is essentially engage with other relevant videos, comment under relevant videos, and that will help you with a little bit of reach and exposure. Ryanair does an absolutely incredible job at community management. I think we're all familiar with Ryanair. Really hit or miss, I find, in my opinion, on social. But on TikTok, they are dominating the space with a lot of the Gen Z users are absolutely loving their fun comments under people's videos. They comment on a lot of relevant videos as well, still to make themselves a wee bit relevant and get their brand out there, which is great. So for any business that is wanting to get started with TikTok, I always say do your research. Take a wee look at what other brands are doing. Now, let's say you are a retail brand based in Northern Ireland and you can't find any other kind of retail brands that are doing such a good job on TikTok. Look further afield. Look at Australia, look at America, see other kind of relevant businesses across the globe and take inspiration from them. I know I was mentoring there, it's actually a skincare company based in NI, and she couldn't find any fun video content on Instagram. So I recommended her to look further afield. She looked at America, and there were so many amazing skincare companies over in America doing such quirky video content, like 3 tips for products you can use if you're, if you want vitamin C for your skin, for example, which was great. So please do your research and see what other competitors or businesses are doing and take inspiration from that. Again, like I mentioned previously as well, is we want to make content that is within your niche. Like Nate chatted about earlier on, you want to make content that people expect from you. So if you're a physiotherapist, for example, it's going to be educational content. But if, let's say, you're a food blogger, you're going to expect food content. You're not going to expect you out swimming, for example. It's not going to be relevant and it's not going to do well on the TikTok platform. So please share content that is going to be niche within your industry. Next is be consistent. You're probably going to hate me for this, and I know that everyone's probably thinking here, but I don't have the time. I always say if you really want to get in with TikTok and you really want that viral reach, just spend a couple of hours planning on the content you want to create on TikTok and be consistent, whether it's 2 or 3 videos a week if possible. I know we were chatting about previously, you can always reshare that content that you already have on Instagram Reels. Just make sure that you remove the watermark from the videos. So apps you can use is Snaptik, SNAPTIK. Snaptik allows you to download your TikTok videos without the watermark, okay? So if you've got TikTok videos you want to reshare to Instagram, that's the app you would use. And then you've also got iGrammer. iGrammer allows you to download Instagram Reels, but removes the watermark for you to then repurpose on TikTok. So again, like Nate said, you want to be sharing content that you maybe already have on the TikTok platform if you are starting out, okay? You've got the content sitting there ready for you to go. Maybe add a couple of captions, some subtitles, use a trending piece of audio and see how you get on. But I promise it will work if you be consistent. I actually heard a fantastic podcast actually last week where TikTok determines whether your video will go viral in the first 5 minutes, okay? So TikTok find that when you upload a video to the TikTok platform, it will serve your video to 100 people on the For You page. After 5 minutes, if it's performing well, it will serve the video again to 500 people on the For You page. Again, after a couple more minutes and half an hour, it's going to serve to 500 people, and then it's going to go and go and go. So it just goes to show that we want to make sure you can kind of have an inkling when you do share a TikTok video whether or not it is going to go viral. But just promise me, it definitely is. Just takes a matter of being consistent on the platform and sharing as much content as you can. Again, if you've got maybe a 4 or 5 minute video, you can then repurpose that into clips. But one thing that I was actually listening to there recently was the fact that when people are watching video content on your For You page is you want people to watch that video and know what exactly you're talking about straight away. Okay? And the example I had is if you're watching a Netflix series, you watch Friends, for example, you know what you're watching, you can get into it straight away, but you're not going to watch season 4 of Stranger Things and know what exactly is going on. So think about that when you're creating TikTok videos. You want to be creating content that people will be able to understand straight away, whether it's educational or fun. okay? And also another wee tip I'm saying there be consistent, but another wee tip that I've actually heard quite a lot is be controversial, okay? Reason being is I'm finding a lot of brands recently, if you're controversial, that starts a conversation, gets people talking in the comments, and if people are commenting and sharing your video is more likely to go viral, okay? I was actually having a conversation with another content creator, and I find that if you do have something controversial to say, whether it's just your experience or whatever it might be, or if you're encouraging people to leave comments in your video is more likely to go viral. And I've actually found that myself with other brands that I do manage on TikTok. If you have comments and people sharing that video is always your top performer on TikTok. So if you can get comments, that is key on the TikTok platform. And then finally, we want to embrace TikTok and have fun. But that is me for the little podcast. And thanks so much to Caroline for having me.
As always, thank you so much for joining me on the Dig podcast. It's my absolute privilege to speak to thousands of you each week. If you want to connect and become part of the Dig community, then follow Dig for Success on social media or sign up to our email list on digforsuccess.com. Until next week, just remember, this is your time to drive your business forward.